I'm from Royal Global University, Department of Forestry. My name is Dr. Paul Lalremsang. And very luckily this morning we visited food forest, and unexpectedly we found this Flemingia semialata. It is grown in wild, it is not planted. So people in this area do not know the importance of these legumes. So what we are planning is to commercialize or to let the people know the importance of this by in the form of elite cropping, which is a kind of agroforestry system. And this will also help the soil fertility, as well as it is also used for leg culture. They say that this particular shrub, it is also a very good alternative host for production of leg.
So I have with me Dr. Paul from Royal Global University, and he is doing some very amazing research with the wild plants. He is from the Department of Forestry, and today we are blessed to have him in our food forest, and we are searching for one plant called Flemingia, right?
Yes, Flemingia.
Flemingia, the full name?
It's called Flemingia semialata.
Flemingia semialata. It's a nitrogen fixing wild plant. It's a creeper?
No, it's a shrub.
It's a shrub. And already we found that in our food forest growing wild. It is present in Assam and might be in other states of Northeast also.
Yes.
And that can be very nicely used for green manuring crop. Can you just enlighten more about this?
This starts from my PhD work actually, because I have done my PhD on this Flemingia semialata, the composition dynamics, mulching efficacy of the leaves, and the allelopathic potential.
Okay.
When we say allelopathic, that means because we know for agroforestry systems, we always grow two trees together, trees and the crops, I should say. Two components we always have. Sometimes when trees may affect the crops in a positive way, it may affect the crops in a negative way, which is also called as allelopathy, which the positive interaction, we call it as positive allelopathy, or we can call it as mutualism. And negative one, we call it as negative allelopathy. But
we can work because
yes,
mosquitoes will chase you. Okay.
The term this allelopathy, sometimes it is mostly people perceive it, or people know that this allelopathic term is a negative term. But actually it's the combination of a positive as well as a negative term.
Okay. And it has got, you said, green manuring properties, right?
Yes.
So there is an association of a microbe with the root?
Definitely, since it's a legume. So we all know that legume,
it's a legume.
Yes, it's a legume. So we all know that legumes are having the ability of fixing atmospheric nitrogen.
So I just want to ask you, I'm closely working in your own state, your Mizoram.
Okay.
In some projects where we are looking at that slope agriculture land technology, right? How even Missalt is a plot there. So how do you find that this can be used as an NFT or like nitrogen fixing plant in the slope agriculture? And is it available in Mizoram also?
I would say from my research point of view, so far that I have done, is that I think this particular species will be very good for soil restoration, especially in hilly areas like in the northeastern states. So as we have already mentioned, it is a nitrogen fixing shrubs. It will reclaim the soil by adding more nitrogen into it, so that the declined soil may retain its fertility again, maybe in terms of the combination of this Flemingia along with these crops, so that we get the higher yield of the crops in between the LE of this crop, this system. And at the same time, if we can incorporate them in any kind of agricultural field, so that at least it will maintain the fertility of that particular area.
So, doctor, can you also enlighten us on the livelihood aspect? Like you said, it can be also used in leg production. So how the livelihood also of the forest communities can be built on that?
Okay, actually the leg production thing, it comes up in my mind only after I came here in Assam, after I worked here in Royal Global University. I never knew before that this particular shrub, it is an alternative host for this leg production. I was thinking that another kind of trees like this Claychia oleosa and Ziziphus mauritiana, these are a very important host plant, but these tree species, they are not available here in our area because these are semi-arid trees. So moreover, this Flemingia semialata, it is a nitrogen fixing. It is also growing very fast. So we can say that these trees which were used for leg culture, they can harvest it in 1 year.
Okay.
Leg production can be harvested, it can be obtained in 1 year, but this tree, if it is commercialized, if it is used for leg production, it has the ability of producing leg 2 times in a year.
Okay. And yeah, you said that like the villagers can use in like they make the dows and all, so they can use it there. And also like earlier though in the post office we used to see they used to
Yes.
peg the parcels and all. See elephant dance. We have lots of wild elephants in our food forest. Yeah. So what are the uses like? What can be made out of this?
Okay, based on the literature, I will say, because I have not done it practically yet. So I have come across different uses of this leg. And traditionally, as I've asked one of my students from forestry department, I have asked traditional uses of it, and what they said is that in order to make the implements for this dowel, in order to make the handle.
Yeah, it's tightened.
So yeah, for tightening the handle with the dowel, they use that one. They melt it and they put it inside that and they fix it. So they say it is very firm. It cannot be easily detached.
Yeah.
So that is one use of traditional thing. And they also said that traditionally it is used as a medicine.
Okay.
So what they said is that after they collect this leg, they grind it and they mix with mustard oil.
Okay.
So they applied it in the parts of the body where there is pain. So
Okay.
they said it's having a relief.
Okay. So
And another thing is also that it is also used for cough. So what they did is they boiled it and the infusion
Okay.
of that, it is consumed, and they said it is a very good medicine for curing the sore throat.
Okay. Sore throat, pain relief. Oh.
Yes, that is the traditional use.
So many things are
So
hidden in
many-
our forest.
Yes.
And we have to look at how we develop our local things which are growing wild
Yes.
into our interventions wherever we do in climate smart
Agriculture.
agriculture, agroforestry, and like more environmental way of living, right? Friends, this was a nice time with Dr. Paul here. And also I have my friend from the College of Forestry, Puskal.
Hello.
So we are doing lots of things together, and here I am bringing Dr. Paul to my food forest where we are developing a slope agriculture technology, and we are looking at how we can take a research on this very beautiful plant which Dr. Paul is concentrating his studies on. So we will come up with the result, and might be that can be a very good thing for the Northeast. So Dr. Paul, as I told you, we are developing something in the slope because I know I want to grow food like a jungle. So for me, there is nothing called weeds or something, how we grow together. But here I just took a technology from your state called the Chankham. So we have put on the contours,
Yes.
contours we have put this Chankham, right? It is somewhat high. And then we have put a drain just below the Chankham.
Okay.
They used to just put it, and then the slope is there. The drain is more about like when now this will be winters, this will all dry up, na? So we get lots of composting material which we will just compost on the drain, so that if there is erosion, also the compost goes to the topsoil. And banana, I feel, is God's irrigation system. So lots of moisture it holds. And you know, in Northeast we are sandwiched between two extremes.
Yes.
When rain, too much of rain. When drought in the winters, it is very drought. And banana builds up lots of organic matter on the base. So just after the Chankham, after the drain, we are putting a line of banana. And here, as usual, farmers can go for zero tillage, some vegetable cultivations. And also like they want to grow rice because they don't want to compromise with rice. So they can grow rice also in between this, mixed with some vegetables and all. But now the nitrogen fixing trees, I think your option is very good. How do you feel that this can be done here?
I think this will be a very good thing to do, what I should say, using these nitrogen fixing shrubs in a sloping agricultural land technology. So as they have said that these nitrogen fixing trees or maybe shrubs, it is also having the soil binding capacity. So it will be very good for the sloping area where we do the plantation in a contour line, so that most of the soil which will be coming down from the uphill, there is a chance that it may somehow harbor it. It will catch some of it.
Yeah, yeah. Like my bananas and
Yeah, like the
keeping it.
bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, early cropping is not specifically meant only for nitrogen fixing. We can use different types of trees also, but we know that the gestation period of tree is very
Too
high,
long, too long.
very long. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are looking for the alternatives which we can get the best thing out of it within a very short time. Because these days people are not having patience anymore. It happens to everyone. When we go for any kind of agriculture plantation, we try to get the yield within a very short time. That's what people are thinking nowadays. So if we can go for a kind of shrubs or a tree species which can go very fast, definitely this is very good, important.
Yeah, we are mixing papaya and other plants also. But here in the forest we have monkeys who have somehow broken the papaya plants. But yes, okay, we are growing it for them also because I believe in the art and science of coexistence. Agriculture cannot be the science and art of elimination. So, but yeah, with your input, this area we can develop into a model where we.
So may I ask now, how much is what is the exact size or the exact area
This
of
part
one?
we have totally 30 acres of the food forest.
Okay.
We can use up around 1 hectare, or this will be around 1 hectare area which is slope. So if we can develop this model, might be lots of people we train in the northeast. For them that can be a very good model, and for your university also, and your particular your study. We can just conserve that plant. I forgot the name.
Flemingia semialata.
Flemingia semialata, and use it as a nitrogen fixing plant. Thank you so much for coming here, Doctor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.